All right, guys, this is 6/20/2022. This is a weekly market prep for the Wealth Wells. Give me a thumbs up in the SPY only options room if you can hear me. Making sure that you guys can hear me just fine. Please give me a thumbs up. All right, T-Bags, T-Bird. Okay, Rambabu. All right, I can, good. As long as you can hear me, guys. Okay, give me 1 second here. Let me just get some little housekeeping here. Okay, excellent. All right. So we're going to keep this one short, guys. I will open it up for a little Q&A after here if you need some assistance or what have you. But let's take a look at our calendar for the week and see what we got to look forward to. So, of course, obviously, Juneteenth was Monday. Some notable events here. I expect home sales to come in a little slower, right? The market is cooling a little bit. Jerome Powell's at 9:30 on Wednesday, and then again at 10 o'clock on Thursday. These are two events that can introduce some kind of some volatility into the market, and others who are speaking throughout the week. So we'll be watching that. Then we close the week with a Fed balance sheet on Thursday, and then new home sales report again, consumer sentiment. I expect that to come in the same, right? So those are the events that we're looking forward to this week that could introduce volatility and cause some more action to take place in the market. So looking at the futures right now, we closed the day Friday, nice little doji there. So that's interesting for us to, if we're trying to pay attention to where we could see a possible reversal. Let's go down to a lower time frame here and kind of get an eye on what's going on and where we are here. So futures chipping around 316.75. Now I have a level at, let me see where my level is here. Got a level sitting at, let's take a look here. Here on the future, I know that's 713 here. Yeah, 713.75 is a key area there. So right around 713. Right around there, got a key level there, and my next major level would be what did I say, 713? I meant 3713.75. Then I got another major level at 3750 area. So 375, really 54 in this area here, right? 3754, and yeah, right around there. Okay, so I'm going to be watching. Very simply put, I am watching to see, looks like we defended this area here of 3680 area and this 3640 area. We kept testing 3700 on Friday. The market wanted to push up through there. We did have some sentiment that kept us in that area. So to see whether or not, I'm not saying we're going to run by any means. We definitely have some areas where volatility could come into the market this week, especially toward the backside of the week, mid and backside of the week. So you can expect to see some dicey activity and behavior there. What do I think will happen here? Overall, I think we'll still be cautious to bearish this week. Once we start to test up to these higher areas in the upper 370, 3700, and maybe 3800, we'll see if the liquidity pool there, pops into the market and we can dump down a little bit more. But overall, I think that I would have to see us hold at this above 3700 on the futures in order for SPY to continue to move to the upside. Let's take a look at SPY and see here, kind of daily here. All right, so yeah, you can clearly see we ended at 36586. Nice little doji on the day to end the week. Let's take a look at the weekly. Take a look at the weekly. All right, now looking at, I've got the volume profile up here as well. You can clearly see we have a lack of market participation in this area, and we could come down to 33906. That would be comparable to October 2020 area, right? November 2020 areas, and it's very possible. We've got some crazy gaps above us here. So be careful of that as we continue. And so to get an idea of whether or not we're done with this little push down, we're 3 weeks in the red here, and the market sentiment overall, I mean, global markets right now are all feeling the pain with the rate hikes and inflation and et cetera. And these statistics and data that keeps coming through is not showing any light at the end of the tunnel necessarily. So let's take a look around here and see perhaps if there's any other market moving events. You know, in the news there, we had Biden talking about recession, and it was avoidable, but you know, they're not going to come out and just say, you know, one way or the other, right? Just as sure as when Jerome Powell started talking about 50 basis points, and then obviously he was forced to change that. So you got to take what you're reading with a grain of salt and just look at the overall market sentiment and try to get an idea of where the market wants to go. And so I would like to see another test up to 381 area, 380 area. That'll correspond to 3800 on the futures. And then I would look maybe even to a gap fill, and I would look for us to chip around, come down a little bit more. Now that all depends on you know, geopolitical news in the bonds. Let's take a look around again. The bonds sitting around 327, up 5 basis points. So as long as that continues to creep up, as long as there's fear in the market like this, you know, this is the behavior that we're going to continue to see. This is the behavior we're going to continue to see. So another week of maybe some ranging and then some bearish activity toward Wednesday and Thursday. I like I'm predicting the weather, don't I? Toward Wednesday and Thursday is what I see. Key areas I'm watching. I want us to hold at 3,700 on the futures and possibly retest that 8,000 area, maybe even up to 880, 3,850 area. And I expect the market to respond and for us to kind of push down back into our areas or some more. So I look for a range weak to bearish. That's what I'm looking for. Could we rock it? We would have to have sentiment would have to come in incredibly positive, especially with the consumer sentiment report coming out the backside of the week and some other things coming out. It would have to come in. So for those of you guys who didn't catch the market moving news, there you go. There, I'll post it again. Home sales top side of the week, JP talking and some other Fed members who got oil sales report, or rather oil report coming out. And then we got sentiment and new home sales. I expect the home sales to taper off and be flat, to show a weakening market in real estate for sure. And then we'll see what type of volatility, you know, Jerome Powell introduced. I really expect some crazy volatility, maybe some downside on Thursday, just from timidity here, and then this PMI composite flash, some timidity there. Obviously, jobless claims. So all of this right here could mean that we have some, that we likely could come into Thursday getting ready to push to the downside. So if we do get a move, I'm thinking Tuesday would be the move. Tuesday would be the move for us to get a nice little run up if we do get a run to the upside. So we'll have to see. I'll be trading with everyone come tomorrow. Everyone will be in the SPY only options room. Yeah, you can watch the 10-year as well, T-Bird. That'll give you a good idea. But right now, as stated, the bonds are sitting around 327, up 5 basis points. So, you know, ranging to bearish, right? If we get a move, I think Tuesday will be the day to get a move to the upside. We'll see. And we'll play it as it comes. Now, of course, take that with a grain of salt. We'll see come the morning how the futures have been behaving, and then we'll trade it accordingly. Okay, we'll trade it accordingly. Now, let's see here. Have I missed anything? Nope, I think that's it. Those are key levels that we're watching as well. Let me go down to a lower time frame here. I think I highlighted the key levels there and what I expect to see. You guys know me. Either way, if we go up, down, or sideways, I'm going to play my levels regardless, right? And, you know, we're going to come out of the day and the week profitable. And that's going to be it. Yeah, 10-year. TNX would be a 10-year bond that you're going to look at. TLT would be a bond ETF, T-Bird. So both of those are going to be effective ones to kind of check. And then some others. Some folks check the 30-year. But you got to keep your finger on the pulse of the 10-year. Keep your finger on the pulse of the 10-year. Okay, good. Excellent. All right. So for those of you guys joining us for the first time, let me let you guys know the schedule. Typically Monday and Friday, I am in the SPY only options room. So typically Monday and Friday morning, I'm in the SPY only options room. I'm in this room right here, and I'm on the voice over here for SPY. But because obviously Monday we were closed, tomorrow I'll be in there. Okay. Tomorrow I'll be inside of the SPY only options room for the morning session for everyone. And then I'm in a private room here, Killer Wells, for all the Killer Wells. And that's where you're going to get all of the coaching, the levels and extra, right? It's going to be there, but I'll be trading with you guys here. Just a little quick recap. Last week, 27 wins, 2 losses. Those 2 losses, I went 4 straight days, no losses. And then on Friday, it took 2, still a green day, right? Still a green day. And came out of the day profitable, came out of the week profitable, really crushed it. So I'll encourage you guys to get the training that you need. And I'll open it up now. If you have any questions, put them in the SPY only options room. We got too many people to unmute the mics right now, which is great. But go ahead and put them inside of the SPY only options room, and I'll take a question or two. I don't want to make this video super long here. I want to get us back to our families, but I'll answer a question or two if you guys have any questions. If not, I'll close it down here. That's my thesis for the week so far. That's what I'm watching. You guys got the levels. I'm going to watch how volume adjusts, and I'll be watching the futures. I really want to see a hold here above this 713 area here, right? I really want to see a hold there. And if I do get a hold there, then I'm going to have some stronger conviction that we're going to come out of the day, or rather open the day Tuesday bullish. Right. But if I don't, if I can continue to see weakness, you can continue to see us hold here. If I continue to see weakness, then it's ranging and bearish for me. Let's see here. All right, folks, if there are no questions there, I think I'll leave you with that there, but I will kick it with you for a moment here and see. I'll take some folks. If you have anything, I know we had some training today, so I'll help you guys with a little bit of that. I have a video that I'm going to be posting tomorrow. It's about the Greeks. And then we also have one that's going to center around some other topics that you guys have been asking, but we've just about wrapped up the Greeks video, how to use the Greeks for to make a trading decision, not just what are the Greeks, what am I looking at? And I get a lot of folks asking me, man, you know, what's the delta, what's the theta, this and that, blah, blah, blah. I can keep answering the same question over and over, or I can just put a video out there. So I'm putting a video out there about it so that you guys can know what my standard is, and it'll just be out there for the future. And you can understand what I'm looking at. And that will be law. You can always refer there, right? Always refer to it, okay? See some folks asking some questions here. So I'll stop the video here, but I'll hang around for questions so that, you know, this video isn't super long. That's the pre-market prep, or the weekly prep for 6/20/2022 all the way to 6/24 Friday. Looking for a move here on a hold. If we don't get the hold, looks like we're breaking down, then it's more bearish activity, especially with the volatility coming to the market on Wednesday and Thursday.